Hi guys, Melissa Morrison here with Breaker International. I just wanted to hop on and say thank you so much for your prayers, for your support as we're walking through Cyclone Ana in our villages in southern Malawi. And I have a good report that in all of our villages, that we haven't had any injuries, we have had no fatalities, and I know that is the prayers of the saints and a miracle working God. Because if you could understand how many brick houses are on the ground and how many people might have been in those houses when they fell, then you could really appreciate the goodness of God and how He has preserved lives in our village. So I just want to give Him glory and I want to give Him praise. And I want to say thank you so much for everyone who participated in birthday parties for Jesus and put shoes on the feet of all of our children. Because especially now there is a risk for parasites that like to come through the feet. And so I'm just so grateful to know that at least that protection, God has already put it in place through your gifts and your partnership, that our children can be protected from those parasites that like to come through the feet. So I wanted to help you understand a little bit more about what we are facing on the ground in our villages. And I thought I might tell you about the construction of a mud brick house so that you can understand a little better what has happened to the people there. So a mud brick house is constructed of mud. They put the mud in a form and the brick will dry in the sun. And hopefully they have firewood. They can find enough firewood and they can also fire the brick and that'll make it stronger. And they use kind of a mud mortar then to put the house together. A lot of them will have a thatch or a grass roof. They'll collect thatch for the roof and make a roof. Some families that are able to, they might buy tin. If they can buy tin, they'll put tin on their house, which will make it stronger. So that's the construction of a mud brick house. But the important thing about that is it can only happen in the dry season. And now we are in the rainy season. And we're going to continue to be in the rainy season. And it's probably going to be late April before most of the families who have lost their homes will have an opportunity to rebuild because the rains are still coming. And so families in our rural villages, they can be quite large. 8 people in the family, 9 people in the family. When they sleep at night, they take up all the space on the ground in their house. They sleep on a mat. And so now imagine the house is gone. And how are you going to absorb 8 or 9 people into another house, another family's house? They're small. And so we have that challenge of keeping them safe until such time as they can rebuild. We're also working in an area called Machinga. We have about 3 villages that we're working in there. Those villages have been historically Muslim, and we are the first Christian ministry that's been able to establish a fellowship there. The people there were not welcoming to Christians historically, and it's an amazing God story how the door has opened for us to be able to minister in that area and to go in peace. And we have a chief there that he's saved. He's received Jesus, and he's so much a part of everything that we're doing, supporting us, and he is with us in all that we're doing. He is there, hands and feet on the ground, working right beside us all the way. And that's just a testimony to Jesus Christ and how big our God is. And so it's just really important, always, but especially now, to love these people well in this really dark time. It speaks volumes about who we are when we see them in desperation and love them. And we are loving them in word, and we are loving them in deed, and showing them who Jesus is as we respond in this disaster. Families in that area that are closer to the rivers side of the village, those families, they also lost their crops. And so that's what was going to be on the table. And so starvation is a concern going forward. And so here's what we would like to do. We would like to put together care packages for families who have lost their home and belongings in Cyclone Ana. And you can see there the list of items that go in a cyclone relief care package. You can purchase one package for one family for just $40. And if you say, oh, $40, that's a lot, I can understand that. For $5, just $5, you can buy plastic sheeting for a home that has not fallen but is in danger of falling. Many of the houses that have not fallen, they're soaked. The bricks are soaked and they're in danger of falling. But if we simply give the family plastic sheeting to protect their house, they'll be able to save their house and their belongings. And so we need all the plastic sheeting that we can get, all of the care packages that we can get, and all of the prayers. And I believe that God is going to expand his kingdom in the wake of this disaster, in the face of what the enemy has done. God is going to come shining through. He always does, and expand his kingdom. I believe he's going to do it. We have our loaves and fishes, and I know he's going to multiply. We've seen him do it over and over and over again. And so we thank you for your partnership, for being with us as we believe. We have a fearless team and a 4x4 bus that can carry a lot of stuff and manage to get into these villages. Our team is not afraid of malaria, of waterborne diseases, of people who are still learning that we love them. They're not afraid. They know that they walk in the power of the Holy Spirit, and they are sharing the gospel as they go. Partner with us. Send us.